Hello. Types of utility. Now, when you talk about the utility, it is a part of commodity to satisfy human wants. So, utility is talking about the level of satisfaction a consumer will receive when they are consuming the particular product or any services. So utility, it is a part of commodity to satisfy the human wants. It is subjective in nature and introspective concept it is, and it varies, it will differ, utility will differ from person to person, from time to time, and from places to places. Utility can be defined by different economists. As per the Robinson, it is the quality in commodities that makes individual want to buy them. Why the particular product or services will be purchased by that particular customer is talking about because of the utility they are deriving by consuming those product or services. When you talks about the utility analysis, it studies how consumers will derive satisfaction from consuming goods and services, which will help to explain the consumer decision making. So utility analysis have been classified into two types, the cardinal utility analysis and second one is known as ordinal utility analysis. So, in terms of cardinal utility analysis, it assumes that utility or satisfaction which can be measured in numerical term. Numerical term is it is a quantitative parameters through which a consumer can calculate or estimate the satisfaction level. It proposed a psychological unit called a util. How to calculate the satisfaction level? By this term util, which will express the utility similar to how height or weight or any other quantitative parameters is being measured. The same way the utility analysis also can be measured, the satisfaction level also can be measured as per the cardinal utility analysis. For example, if a consumer imagine that one mango has 8 utils, means 8 satisfaction, 8 quantity or parameters or satisfaction label in terms of utils, 8 utils and an apple 4 utils, it means that the utility of mango is twice than that of an apple. And this theory, cardinal utility analysis theory, was developed by neoclassical economists like Marshall and Robertsons. Now, the second type is ordinal utility analysis. As per the ordinal utility analysis, utility or satisfaction level cannot be measured numerically or it cannot be expressed in numerical parameters or quantitative parameters or in numbers. But as per the ordinal utility analysis, the product or services can be ranked in order of preference. It is based on indifference curve analysis where the consumer will make choices based on their preferences rather than the exact utility values which have been measured in terms of cardinal utility analysis. It uses ordinal utility analysis uses marginal rate of substitutions to explain this utility. Now, what are the difference between these two cardinal and ordinal utility? Meaning just now I have discussed. Cardinal utility is the utility or satisfaction where the satisfaction can be derived by consuming a product which can be calculated or expressed numerically or quantitative parameters. But in terms of ordinal utility analysis, it is the utility where the satisfaction derived by consuming a product cannot be expressed in quantitative parameters or in numbers. The approach of cardinal utility analysis is quantitative in nature, while ordinal is qualitative in nature. Evaluation Cardinal utility analysis will be evaluated in terms of utils, but ordinal will be evaluated in terms of ranking the product or services as per the preferences. Examination cardinal, it is based on the marginal utility analysis, but ordinal utility analysis will be examined by indifference curve analysis. Cardinal utility analysis is promoted by traditional and neoclassical economists, but the ordinal utility analysis have been promoted by the modern economist. Cardinal is less realistic in nature, but when you talks about the ordinal, it is more realistic in nature. As per cardinal utility analysis, utility can be measured objectively, but it is subjective. As per the ordinal utility analysis, utility is subjective and based on the individual preferences or their choices. Measurement scale, as per this, it is absolute measurement having. For example, it is 1 util when you are having 1 fruits, it will give you the satisfaction level of 4 utils, 5 utils or 10 utils. But the ordinal talks about the relative measurement, means you can rank that I liked more apple, means you will be ranking the apple on the first order, then second other fruits. Conceptual simplicity, but when you talk cardinal utility, it is easy to understand and explain, but ordinal utility will require more advanced concept like indifference curve. So dependence on units, it requires specific units like utils or money, but it does not rely on specific parameters. It is relied on the ranking whenever it is needed. So for example, here when you talks about the cardinal, here pizza gives me more satisfaction as I got 60 utils after eating it comparison to the burger which gives me only 40 utils. So cardinal utility analysis have been explained based on the numerical parameters. As you are having the one slice of pizza, I am telling that I am giving you more 60 utils or 60 level of satisfaction or 60 parameters, you can say in terms of numbers. But when I am having the burger, it is giving me less utility, less cardinal utility, which is only the 40 utils giving the satisfaction level. But when the same burger and pizza, when you make it in term of ordinal utility analysis, so the first preference, as I am getting more satisfaction when I am having one slice of pizza, so I have made it at first preference to the pizza rather than the burger or any others. So this is the basic difference between the cardinal and the ordinal utility analysis. There are certain assumptions are there of cardinal utility analysis. So consumers or customers are rational in nature, logical in nature, they will think properly before consuming the product or services. Then cardinal measurement of utility, utility can be measured in terms of numbers. Then constant marginal utility of money, means 1 rupees of money when you are spending on the particular product or services, it will give the same level of satisfaction when you are purchasing the other product or services with same amount of money. It is diminishing marginal utility, talking about when you will consume more and more product, your satisfaction level will decreasing in nature, that is the diminishing marginal utility. And independent utilities, the satisfaction when you will derive from one product will independent when you are deriving the satisfaction from the other product. There are two approaches of cardinal utility analysis, which is law of DMU or law of diminishing marginal utility, and it is based on the equimarginal utility. So thank you so much. In this video, I have discussed about the utility analysis and the types of utility, which is cardinal utility analysis and the ordinal utility analysis. So thank you so much.